Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News on this 4th of July. I'm Paula Dagnan. An ongoing investigation and internal audit revealed that there were financial irregularities at the Tamaqua Area Salvation Army. The agency turned over the results to authorities and suspended its local administrative officer, whose name has not been released, though at this time Major Sharon Wispel was said to have been in charge. The Schuylkill County United Way suspended its allocated monthly payments to the Salvation Army and will hold the funds until all the facts surrounding the case are made known. The United Way must also be assured that preventative security measures are in place so an incident like this doesn't happen again. According to the Tamaqua Corps, Captain John Luby and his wife, Captain Gail Luby, are now in charge of services in Tamaqua. If you're getting ready to celebrate the 4th of July in Tamaqua, then you should know about a new ordinance. It was adopted by Council on Tuesday pertaining to the use of fireworks. Large fireworks that contain high amounts of explosive materials and display fireworks can only be used by professionals. Permits are also needed for display fireworks. Once the permit is granted, the applicant must provide a bond or insurance policy of at least $500,000. Violators can face fines of up to $500. Consumer-grade fireworks can only be used by people 18 and older, and they can't be lit on public or private property without permission from the owner. People are also prohibited from discharging fireworks 150 feet from an occupied structure or motor vehicle. To stay safe and in the know that the ordinance is now in effect. Wilkes-Barre police captured a man wanted on robbery charges in Michigan. 31-year-old Casey Winsma was wanted in Michigan on armed robbery and felony assault charges, according to police. Officers spotted the man walking on Public Square around noon Tuesday and took him into custody without incident. Winsma was taken to police headquarters for processing and being detained pending extradition back to Michigan in order to face charges. Fire destroyed part of a home in Carbon County overnight. The flames broke out in the back of a house on Oak Street in Jim Thorpe around 12:30 this morning. Half of the house was gutted. 3 vehicles were destroyed. The 3 people who lived there were woke up by neighbors who saw the flames. 2 cats died in the fire and 1 is still missing. A state police fire marshal is investigating what caused this morning's fire in Carbon County. Officials in Mahanoy City want to put a former McCann School of Business and Technology building up for sale. The borough bought the building on South Main Street for just $1 back in March of 2010. Council decided in June to have 2 appraisals done on the property to put it up for future sale that would eliminate the borough's expenses for upkeep and maintenance. Coming up on WYLN News, collection schedules have been changed due to the holiday. Plus, running errands, the heat is on. Leave the pups at home. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. More of that same summer weather pattern with sun to partly sunny skies, showers and possible thunderstorms, and highs still in the 80s. We'll be right back.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup or have an active family lifestyle or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. It's the 4th of July sales event. Shop the lot, shop the web for a new 2019 Jeep, Dodge, or Ram.
Due to the 4th of July holiday, some collection services have been delayed. Residents in South Wilkes-Barre with a Thursday curbside collection day will have their garbage, recycling, and yard waste picked up on Saturday, July 6th. Residents are asked to leave any missed collections on the curb for pickup on Monday, July 8th. In Klein Township, garbage pickup will be held Saturday, again due to the holiday. Residents are to put out their garbage Friday night. Ashes will still be picked up Friday morning. It may be hot outside, but it gets even hotter in your vehicle. It is vital to keep both kids and pets safe and from getting stuck in hot cars. Our Julie Stefanovich has more on the story.
Parents, guardians, and caretakers should be vigilant during the hot summer months and take precautions when it comes to kids in hot vehicles. In 2018, 52 children lost their lives due to being left in a hot car.
So one of the things to kind of like how to prevent that, what you want, like what the caretaker, parent, what they want to do, you can hang a tag on your mirror in the car. One side could say baby in, the other side could say baby out, just as a friendly reminder. Another way too, you can have something very important to you, like your phone next to the car seat, just so you remember to get it once you're done.
With busy lifestyles, it's important to slow down and take the time to make sure that a child is not left behind in the car or are playing around outside of the vehicle.
A lot of times too, like maybe the child is running around the car, the parent is just not maybe paying attention. So they're focusing on something in the vehicle. The child can actually slip in there and the parent could be unaware of that and they can get trapped in there.
People should also be aware and take care of their four-legged family members as well.
Be creative with it, like whatever you can do to kind of help yourself like remember that maybe a child or a pet is not in the vehicle, because it is very hot and we don't want any more fatalities.
And remember, even when it is overcast outside, temperatures still can soar this time of the year in vehicles that are parked outside. Keep your children, family, and pets safe this summer. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
And speaking of traveling, anyone traveling long distances for the 4th is welcome to stop and take a break in one of the region's interstate rest stops. Community groups are serving up free hot coffee from Thursday through Sunday. It's all part of a program called Take a Break for Safety's Sake. The program hopes to encourage drivers to stop and take a rest. The coffee breaks will be held at rest areas on Interstates 80, 81, and 84 across Northeast Pennsylvania. Regional unemployment was flat in May at 4.7%, same as the previous month, and still the highest among Pennsylvania's 18 metro areas. The state rate didn't budge either at 3.8%. The national unemployment rate also unchanged at 3.6%. Over the year, total jobs seasonally adjusted within the metropolitan area, that includes Lackawanna, Luzerne, and Wyoming counties, were up by 300 and up 400 from the previous month. Coming up on Middleport's News Choice, it is the 4th of July, so why not take a trip to 1776? More performances, and we'll tell you where and when. Plus, more celebrations into the weekend. Stay with us.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Not only is Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer your craft beer headquarters, they have great food too. Check out Georgetown's Pub Fair menu. G-Town scallops, cheesy crab pretzel, smoked brisket, smoked wings, and more. Or how about their Flight and Bites with your choice of sauces and 5-ounce draft beers. They have a great selection of craft beers on tap, and you can get it to go in a crowler. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania lottery games. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer in Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow. Check them out on the web at georgetowndeli.com.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Welcome to Community and You, and today we are going to take a trip back in time, back to the year 1776. No phones, no motor cars, but a lot of big doings in Philadelphia, and a lovely young couple. Hello, young couple.
Hello, young host.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Adam, big points there. Woo! I have with me Adam Randis and Jessica Schaefer, who are Abigail Adams and John Adams. 1776, Adam, one of my favorite shows.
Mine too, absolutely.
So much fun.
Indeed.
For anybody who doesn't know 1776, give us a little bit of the background.
It essentially takes place in the Second Continental Congress at the outbreak of what would become known as the American Revolution, and it centers around the question of, would America formally declare its independence, try to break away from England? What sort of a country would it want to become in separating from England? And all of the different factions in the Congress with their own opinions on those questions, whether or not to stay with England, whether to break away, what kind of a country it would be, a country of independent states, a united country together. And in the midst of all this, we also have the central figure, kind of the mover and shaker, the dynamo, John Adams, trying to push forward loudly and obnoxiously for independence.
Sit down, John. Abigail, must be kind of difficult when the men are gone away, and this has gone on for how long now? Years that they've been gone. And you're back home in Massachusetts.
That's right.
So from her perspective, Jessica, when you look at it and you think the difference between then and today, what are you thinking as you're portraying this woman?
Well, part of it was, as we were just discussing before we came here, the distance is so much greater without having modern travel, transportation. So to get from where he is to where I am would take a few weeks, whereas it wouldn't be that difficult in today's society. So I think the stakes are a little bit higher, and it causes them to really have that void and miss each other a lot more.
And it's so much fun because you get to see an entirely different depth of people who are characters than just you might read in the history book. And your relationship as well as Thomas Jefferson.
Right. And there's a certain thing that we've kind of lost with modern technology and the the supposed closeness that we have to each other is the intimacy of writing letters back and forth to one another. And thankfully, the Adams, I don't say the Adams family, but the Adams Family Trust has actually released all of the letters between John and Abigail.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
That's where the original lyrics writer, Sherman Edwards, basically got the dialogue between John and Abigail from.
One of the big numbers between the two of you is the whole writing of a letter, actually. And I'm going to put you on the spot because I know this is an incredible show with an incredible cast and incredible singing, but I'm going to put them on the spot right now. Can we have a little bit of John and Abigail?
Okay, let me dip my pen
okay.
in the ink. All right, here we go.
Hurry home, John.
As soon as I am able.
Don't stop writing. It's all I have.
Every day, my dearest friend.
Till
then, I am as I ever was and ever shall be. Yours, 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 yours. Saltpeter, John.
Pins, Abigail.
You have to tell us where this is.
Absolutely. It's downtown Hazleton at the J.J. Ferrara Center, the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts. It's 212 West Broad Street, and it's running this weekend and next weekend. And then after the 4th of July, we're kind of abutting the 4th of July here. It's a great way to celebrate the 4th of July weekend then, the 5th, 6th, and 7th, again, Friday and Saturday at 7, Sunday at 3.
See, I know when I have talent on this program because they can just pick up, do, and it is standing ovation ready. 1776, and we hope to see you again soon on Community and You. Yes! Woo!
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown Village Square.
We're not in New York City.
And we're not in Baltimore.
Or Washington, D.C.
We're in the Pocono Mountains.
Where all the great nightlife and dining come together.
Watch Pocono Mountains Magazine right here on WYLN TV 35.
WYLN will be at the oldest motorsports event in America, the Giants to Spare. WYLN will again give you all the turn-by-turn coverage with Marty Burns. Live broadcast July 6th at 10:30 a.m. on WYLN TV 35.
Well, number one, definitely the animals should be inside. That's without a doubt, because the heat can take them down very easily. No in vehicles. As much as you love taking your dog or your cat along with you in your car, not a good time of year to do that. You know, it's just heat builds up very quickly in a car. So therefore, it's not a good idea to take the one that you love along in your car during the summer months. Also, provide fresh, cool water constantly. Animals need to keep rehydrating themselves throughout the day, especially in the warm weather. Cats need water too, so it's important that everybody has fresh, cool water. Is always much more appetizing and enticing to the animals. Also, you want to make sure that they are in the shade. I mean, a little sunshine is good for everybody, even us, but sun is, even though they seem to be enjoying it, can really take them down very fast. So you want to make sure that there's adequate shade and shelter in the hot weather and shade from the sun, and of course inclement weather as well, as far as raining and thunder and things like that. Well, animals don't perspire like we do. They perspire through their mouths, you know, and I shouldn't speak to the cats, but I think it's kind of the same way. So therefore they can't perspire like we can. Everything comes through the mouth, so you will see an animal in distress, a dog, I will speak to the dogs. They will begin to pant heavily, you know, possibly drool. They will become maybe dazed and confused, and they can almost go comatose if it continues. So what you need to do is you need to get them to a cool spot, wipe them down, you know, with cool rags and stuff, and get them to the vet, because that is a dangerous thing when they're down and they're out and they're panting like that and lethargic. You know that it's a crisis time. I'm not a veterinarian. I'm sure there are other more intense signs that you can look for. So it's always best, when in question, call your veterinarian, check with the veterinarian to see what they suggest that you do. I know that I don't know that there is a law that we can break in, so you must always contact the police. But I would probably have to say, if I saw a dog in distress and there was nobody around and I couldn't get police, I probably would consider breaking that window. Just because I'm not going to see an animal die while I'm standing there. So it is not advisable to do that unless you absolutely have to, because it can be against the law to break somebody's window. But you know, most of the police in our area are awesome about helping and responding to animal issues. So you know, we rely heavily on them, and they've been great. So hopefully you can, if you see a situation, you contact the police or the state police immediately. Hopefully they will come to your aid and be able to help you decide a legal course of action at that point for the benefit of the animal. Please keep your animals safe. Leashes are a lifeline for dogs. Even if you think that your dog is well trained, there's always that incident where something spooks them or something gets their interest and they're gone. We go out many times trying to find lost animals that have gotten out on doors, have gotten scared. Again, the monks of New Skeet taught me that. They're avid dog trainers in New York. The leash is the lifeline, and by that lifeline you can keep your dogs safe. So leash your dogs, no matter what. Leash your dogs and keep them safe.
Some good tips there, and don't forget, fireworks, and some of the pooches don't like fireworks, so make sure you do keep them leashed and inside, because that's one reason that they will take off. Lehigh and Lucerne Rural Volunteer Fire Company's annual Homecoming and Fireworks kicked off tonight and will be celebrating all the way through Saturday. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has more on how you can celebrate our country's birthday.
Lehigh and Lucerne Rural Volunteer Fire Company is trying something new on their grounds this 4th of July for their annual homecoming event. L&L's annual homecoming event got its start welcoming home all the men and women who served in World War II and has gone on since.
This year we're doing a little different. We're combining it with the 4th of July festivities. We've got one spectacular fireworks show it's going to be phenomenal. So we're asking the viewers come out and check it out.
Homecoming kicked off tonight at 5 p.m. featuring DJ dot spots and fireworks at dusk until 11 p.m. Then on Friday, July 5th, same time, Hazleton's own Ostrich Hat will take to the stage. And finally on Saturday, July 6th, from 1 to 10 p.m., NEPA's own Big Country will feature and close L&L's Weekend of Fun. This year, L&L's having a few crafters on the grounds, as well as a Cutest Baby contest for babies ranging from birth to 3 years old. The photo must be a 5x7 with the name of the parents and baby, along with their age and a phone number on the back. One winner will be selected by the number of tickets dropped. L&L will also have their own homemade food and baked goods, Festival of Prize tickets that are available for sale all 3 days, and Tricky Trays. So be sure to stop by and get your Tricky Trade tickets up until Saturday evening.
As far as the weekend's concerned, we're looking at having all kinds of different vendors here, lots of games, adult beverages, of course, and we have the Carbon County Animal Rescue Team is also going to be joining us to put on a display and just kind of inform the people what they do and why they're here.
L&L's currently made up of about 20 active members, and their ranks are gathered from across the community's occupational spectrum. Carpenters, doctors, plumbers, students, businessmen, and even career firefighters unite in service by protecting the people and property of their own Carbon County community.
We're always looking for membership. That's a big thing. We're desperate need of volunteers.
There's still time to head down to the L&L grounds and check out their annual homecoming and 4th of July celebration tonight until 11 p.m. But if not, then remember, it's still going down Friday from 5 to 11 p.m. and again on Saturday from 1 to 10 p.m. Sounds to me like there's plenty of country pride fun for everyone this weekend. Reporting in Weatherly for Wyln News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Thanks, Julia. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our Wyln News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on Wyln TV. Happy 4th.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup or have an active family lifestyle or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. It's the 4th of July sales event. Shop the lot, shop the web for a new 2019 Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. Having an intimate gathering and don't want to wrestle in the kitchen? Call Whitetail and ask about their food-to-go catering menu. They'll do the cooking, you relax and entertain your guests. Call Mike at 570-535-6123. C&D Seafood, retail and takeout for quality you can trust. Seafood is their specialty. Located in Wilkes-Barre next to the Big Cow, call for all your holiday and party needs. And don't forget the coleslaw.
I'm Tiffany Cloud, host of The Storm. I've done several shows on the topic of veteran suicide, and this week we'll put a face on the epidemic as the parents of